What is up, YouTube? What is up, Cryptonairz? How you doing? Y'all know what time it is. It's time for another episode of Around the Clock. Cryptonairz ladies of crypto discuss crypto trends, what is happening in the crypto sphere, generally what is going on in the metaverse and with NFTs. And we hope that you will make us your friendly crypto daily news source. We come on at 8 p.m. EST, that's Eastern Time, every day, Monday through Friday. And we're so happy that you could join us. Shout out to everybody in the live chat right now. We have
Hi,
some,
everyone.
that's our beautiful Allie. We do have some main news we want to get to because you guys probably have seen and heard poor old Coinbase is the next target of the SEC, being raked over the coals right now by our guy or somebody's guy, Gary Gensler.
Not
So we're
my
going
guy.
to Not mine either, I tell you. So we're going to get to that news, but we're going to look at the markets just like we always do. Yeah, we had a rough couple of days with some pullbacks, some of them quite unexpected, especially considering the fact, and let me refresh this page to make sure we have the latest and greatest news here. Some of these pullbacks very surprising because Bitcoin finally broke through that $50,000 resistance, and then all of a sudden it was like psych, and now it's back at $46,192 with a 2.6 loss for the week. Not horrible, but certainly not where we thought she would be. There is good news. There have been a couple of predictions that Bitcoin will go to 100,000 uh, before the first quarter of 2022. We'll see if those people are right. That's not financial advice, just what we're hearing around the crypto sphere. Ethereum still sitting at $3,498, still below. It's not far below its $4,000 plus all-time high. Cardano still hanging in there at number 3 spot, $2.48. Solana, you guys, Solana just continues to, break records. It's at $189 today, 70.6% up for the week. XRP still at over $1.11. We were hoping that we would see some higher prices for XRP today because of that news that broke about them being relisted on the Japanese exchange. Doesn't seem to be impacting the price, not necessarily negatively, but not that much positively either. But we'll keep an eye on XRP. Shout out to the XRP Army. And of course, we're going to look at our token Strong, because many of us in this group and on our Discord believe in Strong and in the protocol and do run Strong nodes. So Strong lost just a few dollars. It's at $516.73, down 2% for the 7-day average, but still continues to remain strong, Not complaining about it. Very happy there. So that's what's happening in the markets, guys. What goes up does sometimes come down. If you're new to crypto, the volatility in crypto is infamous. You just ride it out and keep it moving. Make sure you have an exit strategy. Go back and watch our episode about what to do in a bear market if you haven't seen that yet, so that if you don't have an exit strategy, you can get yourself one.
We all need one of those.
Oh, for sure. It's a must. So let's look at our main topic today. I have a short video to play for you guys, but we're just going to share this. This article is from Reuters about the Coinbase drama. And yeah, I have Coinbase. I do use their the Coinbase Cold Wallet. And I did invest in Coinbase stock when Coinbase came out and said, we're going to be an IPO. Like a lot of other people did. And then we get this news today. So I'm going to hopefully play this. I'm going to have to go back because I didn't put my audio on as much as I tell everybody else to do it. I forgot to do it. So we're going to share this with audio for you guys. I think it's like about 1 minute long, so it's not going to take that long. And hopefully there are no ads here before, but here we go.
Just 5 months after its choppy debut on the NASDAQ, Coinbase could find itself in court. The crypto exchange said Wednesday the Securities and Exchange Commission has threatened to sue if it proceeds with plans to launch a lending program. The regulator issued a so called Wells notice, which tells a company it intends to sue in court. The program in question, Lend, allows users to earn interest by lending crypto assets. Coinbase's chief legal officer said in a blog post that the SEC believes that program involves a security. He said Lend does not qualify as a security because it's not an investment contract or a note. But he said Coinbase will delay the launch of its Lend product until at least October as a result of the warning. The U.S. has begun raising concerns over programs that allow crypto owners to lend in return for interest. In July, New Jersey ordered crypto platform BlockFi to stop offering interest-bearing accounts. The SEC did not respond to a request for comment. Coinbase shares fell in early trading Wednesday.
So, wow, guys, I guess the only people that are allowed to make high interest are politicians. What? You know, I don't know. What do you think, Allison? Is this a shot across the bow? Is Gensler setting a precedent, sending a message here
Of
with
course.
going after Coinbase and this Lend program?
Of course. But I would agree that it's not an investment. It's you're depositing your own USDC. You're not investing in something. You already have it. It's yours. And they're just paying you a yield on it. Perhaps the yield is the issue. I find it very interesting because naked shorting is supposed to be illegal. Shorting people, the market's get in a mess with that all the time. Just think of like AMC and what was the other one? I don't participate in that, but thank you, GameStop. Interesting that I have this pulled up on my phone. In July of this summer, a former SEC official, joined Robinhood. And I wonder why that is. To help them with fines. Former Commissioner Dan Gallagher joined Robinhood using his connections. Of course, he's going to use connections, of course, limiting penalties from the SEC and FINRA. And he also earned $25 million in stock compensation. This kind of thing is happening all the time, and it's ridiculous. So I saw a meme going around. It was Gensler, and he was smiling, and his teeth were like really big. Which, okay, maybe we shouldn't make fun of people's appearance, but it's a meme. Like it's really funny. Yeah. And it was something like, "You will earn no yield, and you'll be happy about it." Just
I don't exactly. That kind of seems like the message here. If you don't basically protecting the status quo, wanting to maintain the financial industry as is. And it's sad. Again, we talked about this here, and we'll continue to talk about how American income and wages have not seen an increase of any substantial amount since the 70s. And here we are, this is 2021, suffering back-to-back recessions, aka depressions for some of us, for many of us. And you find ways like the Wall Street Bets people did with GameStop and AMC, and you find ways to make the system actually work for you, which it should be designed to do in the first place. And you get blocked. You get blocked by, people trying to protect the interest of the already wealthy, and it's enough to make anyone totally disgusted.
Someone said, Mark Estrada said Coinbase should relist XRP. That would really heat things up. I don't think that might be a good plan right now, because yes, it really would heat things up.
but not in a good way
Oh,
for them. If
yeah.
Gensler's already checking it out. And the USDC that Allie mentioned is a stable coin, guys, is Circle. So again, Circle is one of the stable coins that really has, unlike Tether, they don't have a lot of, funny business associated with their reputation. They've really tried to cross every T, dot every I, make sure that they're actually backed by what they say they're backed by, and have really made a good showing in terms of possibly being the central bank digital currency. In
They've
terms
tried
of
to be very transparent.
very transparent, doing whatever they can do to, be above board. And here, anyway, it's like you said, last night, I can't really speak to it anymore because I just literally get so upset on, how unfair and miserable this whole situation is. Brian Armstrong has had a lot to say about this on Twitter,
He
so we're
has,
going to
yeah.
share that with you guys.
I
Brian
mean,
Armstrong is the CEO of Coinbase,
he
guys.
makes excellent points. I guess I'll say what I'm thinking after you read what he has to say.
Make sure I get the right article, guys. Yeah, this is
DeFi.
the one.
DeFi is an incredible life-changing opportunity for so many people across the world.
100%.
Except if you're American.
Except.
Now, I would really like to see, I'd love to see, and I know these statistics are out there. I'm sure someone can find them. What is the percentage of unbanked Americans? And then break that down further by demographics. Why are they unbanked? There's reasons that we need to maybe dig a little deeper into. Everything isn't face value. We all know that with the government. Like it's not face value.
Not at all.
So here you have DeFi that can really change things for them. Yes, it's not easy to use right now. But that's because we're early. It's going to get easier as things evolve. And right at like the brink of all these technology breakthroughs, the US is just saying, yeah, no, sorry, not interested. Because it's a threat. It is crazy. A threat to their what is the word? Archaic traditional financial system, the legacy financial system.
That does not work for everyone and works only for the top 1%.
And another thing, yes, this is true. Another thing, you have smaller banks. There's one bank that the company that I work for, we have a few bank relationships. One of them is a smaller bank, like they're only in a few states. And I had approached this banker, letting him know, like, hey, we have X amount of cash. We want to invest in this, that, just a normal conversation that you would have with your relationship manager. And I asked what their plans were for DeFi and for crypto. Are you planning on being getting a custodian? Are you going to be a custodian for clients? Are you going to let us invest? Or are you going to have clients go like outside of your system? Which we would be willing to do both. I just wanted to hear what he had to say. And he said, you know what, right now, we haven't really been talking about it and not that many clients are asking for it. But if I hear something back or if you see something that you think I would be, and he is high up in the bank, I should mention that. He said, if you see something that you think I would be interested in, please send it to me. So there was, I forget who it was now. It's like a big DeFi group. They were putting on a full one-day seminar for financial institutions. And I happened to see it like come across my feed on Twitter. So I sent it to him and he watched it. And then he sent me training that their company had hired like a consultant, like a group to put on seminar for them, for the bank, this small bank, so that they could learn about the different technologies out there because clearly customers are asking for it. Now, you have tiny banks that are learning, all right, if we don't adapt, we're going to die. We're going to have to move with technology. So they're trying. And then you have the SEC pull something like this. So then these little banks are going to be like, oh, yeah, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't do this.
Right.
It's just a nightmare. That was a long tangent, but people are trying. Like some of these smaller banks, they're trying, and Coinbase trying. Their customer service might not be great, but they were trying.
Right. I mean, they're one of the pioneers, especially for the U.S. and in the cryptocurrency industry. And all of this is quite. I can't say that it's a surprise because we knew that we would have,
Right.
the status quo.
Sure. Sure.
The old guard always tries to remain in control and will definitely fight, whatever is new and different and all of that. So this is just part of that. That's part of being a pioneer. But this just definitely just borders on ridiculous and just kind of makes my blood boil. But I'm going to read the tweet from Brian Armstrong today. And this says, if we end up in court, this is Brian Armstrong, we may finally get the regulatory clarity the SEC refuses to provide. But regulation by litigation should be the last resort of the SEC, and not the first, but we see where that's going. Our door remains open, he says. Hopefully, the SEC steps up to create the clarity this industry deserves without harming consumers and companies in the process. America could really use us all working together to figure this out right now. And that is 100% the truth. And then again, guys, this really just goes back to what we've been saying about how we're stronger together. As we know, the last numbers we got were 80,000 of us reached out and contacted our representatives. Let's continue to keep the pressure on. We've got to, because if they kill this, it's going to hurt so many people, millions of people, and potentially millions more who may, have heard of it, interested in it, but are just really turned off by what's happening with this whole regulatory bent. Is more like a witch hunt than an actual let's work together in the spirit of cooperation. And in other news, guys, the same thing is that I mentioned that there were a lot of us in the crypto sphere that decided that we wanted to get in on the Coinbase IPO. And as a result of this attention, this negative attention from the SEC, all my letters. It seems like the stock has fallen sharply after the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, and they knew that would happen, but they're supposedly so interested in protecting investors, but everything they're doing is actually having the exact opposite effect. So, they have delayed this lending program to October, in the hopes that the SEC comes to their freaking senses and something is going to happen that will, allow them to go forward. But it appears that everything that has to do with lending, Gary Gensler is saying that should come under the auspices of the SEC. So God forbid that you should be able to go somewhere in this jacked up economy and most people do not have, great credit and be able to have your money actually working for you like Gary Gensler undoubtedly does. And who can probably walk into any bank and get a loan, but a lot of us can't do that. And crypto gives, again, it just is a disruptor. It gives a lot of opportunity to people who would not be have access to those doors opening for them. And I'm failing to understand in this economy why in the world anyone would want to hamper something that could lift people out of poverty and actually assist and support families.
That's not what they care about.
Yeah, 100% right. Hello to everybody in the chat room too. Hey,
I do wonder. We have BlockFi, who has a similar program, and they're also in trouble in a few states. Is the SEC coming after them as well? And at this point, why would any company set up shop in the U.S.?
Yeah.
There's absolutely no reason. There's no reason. You have other exchanges also. You can lend out your assets for a yield. They're all decentralized. So.
Oh yeah, but we know he's coming after DeFi too. So there's
no. I'm talking about like KuCoin. You can lend out your assets on KuCoin, things like that. But they are not American. Americans are just going to get cut off from everything.
Yeah.
And then we're going to
yeah.
move to my biggest fear, which I talk about all the time. I mean, a fear is a bit dramatic of a term. My biggest concern here is that they're going to turn this huge breakthrough in technology and the biggest breakthrough in financial legacy systems since like the 20s or 30s. They're going to turn it into their archaic system. They're going to say, okay, sure, you can do it, but you have to be an accredited investor.
Yeah.
That's pretty much,
and the interest rate has
like
to be
most of
on
us.
the interest rate that you can make, the yield you can make has to be on point with what the banks are offering, which is zero. You know, so
If
the
you're an
opportunities for
accredited
growth will be.
investor, if you're accredited investor, you have huge opportunities that the average person does not have available to them, and oftentimes your yields, your return rates are much, much higher than if you just went to the bank at the corner and opened up some sort of investment with them. It's unfortunate, and I hope that this is not going to, this stuff is all going to go on anyway. Like someone said earlier, unless you shut down the whole internet, like you can't stop it. It's too powerful. It's too far advanced. But what happens with Americans being able to invest in it, that's another story.
Okay, so then, you know, the fears of Elizabeth Warren actually become reality then, because then it really becomes shadowy, because people will be finding ways around this and trying to circumvent whatever obstacles or barriers that the regulators decide to put in their way. And then that's when things go underground, because people are still going to do what they do anyway. So it's just, it's shameful that we're here at this point in the United States. And again, that they're not, you know, making an effort to bring the stakeholders to the table and in the spirit of cooperation versus this whole we're coming after you with guns ablazing approach. It's absolutely insane. But what else is not in American politics? So you guys, let's go to do a little celebrity gossip here. And Allie has a video, and I'm just going to share this little bit of an article with you, and then she's going to play the video for you guys. That Tom Brady of football fame, this was on Fox Business News, and Giselle, how do you say her last name?
Bunchen.
Thank you. Bunchen star in a crypto exchange ad, and they are, guess who, working for our friend Sam Bankman-Fried. The FTX trading is who they partnered with in June to do the ad. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and if you have the, oops, sorry guys, if you have the video ready to go, I'm going to go ahead and let you share that. But no surprise, Sam
I almost forgot
Bankman-Fried
to
is the
click share
man.
audio. Can you see, or do I have to scroll up?
I can see.
Okay.
Can I talk to you about something?
Yeah, we talked about it. I got another 10 years left. Maybe 15.
Not that. This is big. What do you think? Are you in?
You know what? I'm in. Let's call everyone.
Hang on a minute. Oh, how dare you call this number? Okay, I'm in. Whatever.
Who's that?
That was my mom.
Oh.
Hey, don't even. Yo, what's up? Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, sounds good. I'm in.
I'm in. Hey, Arthur, I quit.
I'm in.
T-Bone, is it the downstairs toilet again?
Hello, Tom. Doggy coin? Sue, Mark.
Are you in? I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in. All right, this last one might be tough.
Nah, he loves you.
Probably just getting on the dentist. This guy. First, even if you wanted to come back, we wouldn't take you.
Yes, you would. Yeah, we would.
I'm
I'm getting into crypto. With FTX. You in?
We'll provide Inc. 360-degree access to the crypto market with the ability to trade everything from alts to DeFi. I believe I'm in, but still hate you.
Understood.
Take care. Best of the family.
Is he in?
Yep,
Did he say he hates you?
he did.
Even on the phone, that guy sounds handsome.
Can I talk to you about something?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Thought I
we
hit pause.
So guys, that is the commercial. So Yeah, this is going to become the norm. So get ready to see more and more celebrities coming out in support of being sponsored by, paid by cryptocurrency. So kudos to FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried there. Everything that guy touches seems to just turn to gold. So this is definitely going to do a lot for mass adoption, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in. That was super cute.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got one more celebrity news piece, but we're going to wait and share that because it's more closely related to NFTs. But just some news about Robinhood today. You guys may have seen this. Robinhood introduces recurring crypto investments. So basically, they're just making it easy for people to be able to dollar cost average into crypto on their exchange. Investors can buy cryptocurrency for as little as $1 per day. So that is the Robinhood news, and I know that
Do
they're
they have wallets?
probably haha no. They do not as yet. So yeah, that's when they get the wallets, then maybe we can talk. I don't use Robinhood myself, but this has been a vehicle for the masses to get into cryptocurrency. And if they're making this easy for people to dollar cost average into, I'm not mad at that, but no wallets. That will be big news. Let's go to this. Just kind of go over. This is the metaverse section of our chat here, guys. Some of the companies, and everybody knows about Facebook. That's not news. And yes, they're still continuing to be beat over the head as the evil villains of the metaverse before the metaverse even gets started. But there's a new wave of Web 3.0 metaverse innovations. And I say this because we're always talking about opportunity on this show and how you can get in on some of those opportunities. And big tech is definitely very vocal about this. We see Mark's name in the first paragraph. No surprise there about repositioning Facebook. Facebook is not alone in trying to seize this initiative. Microsoft is in here in a big way. They spoke of an enterprise metaverse during last week's earnings call, so you guys may have heard that news. Mark Cuban, this is kind of what I was surprised about, even though I really shouldn't be, because he's into whatever innovation that comes along with crypto. He seems to be there. But Mark Cuban recently recognized the importance of blockchain for the creation of the metaverse world. He launched his NFT venture, lazy.com. If you guys haven't checked that out, check it out. It's a digital art gallery designed to showcase NFTs as a traditional art gallery work. With the support of Polygon, so he's doing this in conjunction with them, a new NFT-centric gaming and metaverse hub designed to facilitate Web 3.0 gaming. So this is being all developed. The latter is backed by a $100 million fund to accelerate mainstream adoption of metaverse projects. So that name has come up. Lazy.com is the name of his website, his NFT venture. Still very early to check it out and see what's cooking and what opportunities may be there. So I wanted to mention Mark Cuban's name has come up in conjunction again. We knew about what he was doing as far as NFTs, but now he's also getting a head start in the metaverse. And this, guys, for me, we talked about OpenSea and the huge amount of business they have done since NFTs came online and became the hot crypto thing of the summer. So apparently OpenSea has a bug, or got a bug, and it destroyed $100,000 worth of NFTs, including a historical ENS name. And we talked about them, being able to, kind of update their servers and whatnot, what they need to do, because they've been crashing a lot and not seemingly prepared for the the overwhelm that they have gotten with the demand for NFTs. So I'm hoping that they are really working on a plan to update their servers and to get in position, because this thing is just getting started, guys. But a bug in OpenSea led to at least 42 NFTs being sent to a burn address. That means they can no longer be moved and are effectively destroyed. So they destroyed that, and then the issue was raised by the lead developer of the Ethereum name service, the ENS, Nick Johnson, who pointed out that he transferred an ENS name, which came in the form of an NFT, and it went to the burn address, apparently accidentally, and so he's not able to move it again. And yeah, that's really too bad that happens, and I hope that was a first and hopefully a last time this happens. But yeah, whatever, resources they need to put into, upping their game over at OpenSea, they need to get on that.
I know that they haven't, OpenSea has not commented, but are these people going to be reimbursed?
I would imagine so, but we can't assume, because once again, that's if regulators were going to be doing anything in the industry, like I said, they need to be helping them establish something like an FDIC or stop loss for things like this that happen, or insurance against it somehow. That's what I would love to see. That would be actually helpful. But so who knows? Who knows if they are going to or not? We will keep you guys informed with that. And again, hopefully OpenSea has done whatever they need to do to rectify that situation, because that's kind of scary. You don't want your stuff on there, because I know all of my NFT collection. Well, I have a couple of things on Rarible, but most of it is on OpenSea. So yeah, that's kind of scary.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they probably won't get reimbursed.
It's going to be like one of those
Binance.
They're going to be like Binance. Too bad, so sad. Your money's gone. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, OpenSea is really taking off right now, and yes, they are centralized. If they don't do something, how are they going to continue to attract normal people, like no coiners or no NFTers or whatever, normies, whatever you want to call them? I don't know. They might have to do something this one time, just in good faith. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I don't know what'll happen, but I'm really interested to keep following that story in particular. It can happen to anyone, and it wasn't the user's error. It was a bug.
Correct. So, yeah, hopefully they do right by their customers. It's not a good look for them, because they got a lot of competition coming up in the ranks. So they really need to not feel like they have a monopoly at this point in time.
I don't think they feel that way.
And I hope they don't feel that way, because they got a lot of competition coming up. Still coming up through the ranks, guys.
This is a great opportunity. This is a great opportunity for me to plug that I saw a tweet earlier today from Cool Cats. And right now, until the 13th of the month, they have a 20% discount code for Ledger Nano SNX, and the code is SafeCats. So if you're interested in a Ledger, now might be a good time with the 20% off code. We do not benefit from this at all. I just saw a tweet, Cool Cats posted it this morning, and I just thought I would share it.
Yeah, but the code that we can benefit from is the one that's running on right underneath this video, right on the banner. Definitely follow us on Twitter at Cryptonairz, and make sure you use our coupon code FALL35 for 35% off any level of subscription on our Discord. We would love to have you be part of our family. Come on down and join us. You can go to Cryptonairz.com for more information and a direct link to join the Discord. So here is that celebrity news, the other celebrity news that I promised to share regarding another celebrity that's jumping on the NFT bandwagon. And I'm sure this is like a little trickle or a stream, but pretty soon this is going to turn into a tidal wave of celebrities getting in on this latest craze here. And this is Doja Cat. And I don't know her music. I couldn't tell you. My kids probably do. But Doja Cat gets into the NFT game. Planet Doja tokens will house 26,000 limited edition collectibles in a variety of VIP concert packages. So these NFTs will feature, special exclusive things with her, an audience with her, gold tier flower tokens and platinum tier elemental tokens. And the prices will range from $5 to $100. Every gold tier NFT will come with a chance to win tickets to an upcoming Doja Cat concert. The platinum NFTs come with a chance to win a VIP golden ticket with merch, premium seats, and other perks. So that is what is going on. A lot of these NFTs with musicians will probably do similar things. So that is actually pretty cool. And she's going to launch that on the website that we gave you guys in our last live stream.
Yeah, one of, right?
One of, that's right, where you can now get free NFTs for, we gave you guys that, sorry, I'm trying to stop sharing. We gave you guys that information last night. You should be going there every day because they're giving away free token NFTs on this one of site every day, and they're green, platinum, or gold, and you can sell them right there on the site, or you could it looks like you can move them to OpenSea if I'm not mistaken. But man, you might get lucky and get one of those platinum tickets. And or somebody might be looking for because they're ticket tokens for this special musical event. So definitely you should be on there every day. I got mine today, collecting those free NFTs.
Just to piggyback on this, on Friday at 2 Eastern time, one of is going to be on a Twitter Spaces, and the panel looks pretty interesting. And it will be discussing the future of music NFTs and how they will redefine how musicians and fans engage. I'm going to tune into that. I think that would be really interesting. This is like a one-way, it's a one-way fast pass directly to your fans. Like whoever buys these Doja Cats, this could be for, maybe she's dropping a new album soon, or she's going to be going on tour soon, but in a year from now, she might be dropping something else. She's already got a group, 26,000 people or however many who buy these NFTs. She could drop them something. She could say, you know what, if you have a gold level, I've decided on this next tour, I'm going to have a meet and greet after every show for people to have these NFTs. And just with like future utility, you can build on it. It'll be really cool. The future is really exciting.
I'm telling you guys, you never know which of these tickets. Yes, she's selling golden tickets, but all of them could have, as she said, future utility and value, even if you just save them as momentum.
I do hope, though, that this is the artist being in charge of this project themselves and not having to go through the label, because that doesn't fix the problem.
I don't know. You saw what happened with the NFL players. There might be a similar situation going on in the music industry, and they might have to, do what the NFL players are doing and fight for their rights. But definitely we're going to keep our eyes peeled and see what happens there. And I just wanted to do a little correction. We gave you some information about the Arbitrum Dex that is up now. Let me share my screen, guys.
The bridge.
So the bridge is in beta. So I just wanted everybody to be aware, because I didn't say that, it wasn't clear enough. So it clearly says there's a warning here. You're connected to main net, but they're still in beta phase, even though this is the main net. And so there's a warning. So I just wanted to make it clear. I'm still experimenting with this, and I will keep you guys posted on how it is working for me, but it is still in beta testing. So I did want to let everyone know that. You can go there, definitely play around with it, but don't play around with more than you might be willing to lose just in case, since they're still experimenting with it.
To add on that, I think that it might be beneficial to all of us. Let's just say you have $100 or $200 that you're willing to say, if I lose this, I lose it. But when new things like this launch in beta, whether it's a bridge or a new DeFi platform, test it out, try it out. Because oftentimes, 6 months down the line, you may be rewarded with some type of valuable airdrop for testing out the network in the beginning. I mean, we've seen that with Uniswap.
Oh yeah.
There's been large 1 inch. Was there one for 1 inch?
I do
Was it
believe
1
so.
inch or
But
something else?
there have been numerous DEXs, like
Yeah.
you said, or
And
tokens that have done beta testing and rewarded the early users.
one happened today as well. It's some letters, DYD. I probably shouldn't mention it since I don't know. But yeah, the info's on Twitter. I'm sure you've seen people tweeting about it. Speaking of Twitter is going to be launching a new thing called Communities, and I'm interested in that. I was listening to a Twitter Spaces about it today. I'm addicted to Twitter Spaces, even though oftentimes they crash and then they have to restart.
Is that going to be like Clubhouse or different? The community?
No, I think Twitter Spaces is like Clubhouse. Community will be like Facebook groups. It'll just be like just groups that you can follow. And they're also going to be dropping like a newsletter feature. So if you're some sort of content creator, they're still testing that as well, but I did read an article about it today. However, on Community, the new feature that they're rolling out, which also is in beta, it is invite only. Moderators have unlimited invites if you can manage to get one. And then after that, once you have an invite, a user will receive 5 invites to share. And the NFT community is going to be all over this. This is how I found out about it to begin with. The Twitter Spaces was with Josh Ong. And you can send him a DM, at least according to this Spaces. I have sent a DM, but I'm sure he's been getting thousands of them. And he will give you an invite to join the NFT community. So, and like even right now, he's in a Spaces NFTs 101 workshop. So the guy's an NFT consultant. He's very busy. He does the Spaces and Clubhouse circuit, but shoot him a DM and let him know you're interested in the communities feature, and hopefully he'll send an invite. And if I do get an invite, I will have 5 to share. So
I know I got one.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah, you guys, those Twitter Spaces conversations go on all times of day and night. You can
for sure.
Any hour of the day or night if you're suffering from insomnia, get on, and somebody's going to be doing a Twitter Spaces, talk. So yeah, check that out, because sometimes it's interesting. Sometimes it's just stupid, but sometimes it's like pretty interesting stuff, and you find out a lot. So the information is definitely power. Allison, I know you mentioned a project that you were looking at called the Chibi Apes. Did you want to talk about that?
Sure. I also wanted to say something. I'm not sure. We have 10 people here watching. I'm not sure if Bucks Crypto is in the live chat, but I just wanted to say thank you for sharing our video in the Ether Cyborg Discord, because you already know this because you were part of the chat. The artist was very touched by that, and I was touched by how touched he was from our stream. So thank you for sharing our content. It really means a lot. And
we really appreciate that. We're new too.
Yeah. Okay, so first, 2 projects to talk about, and then a few resources for Solana, because again, some of these drops are getting very expensive. So when I talk about projects, I'm trying to be cognizant of not everyone has the same bags, and we're all trying to, not all of us, but a lot of us are trying to play around in NFTs and see where we can take things. So yeah, I'm looking on other chains. And today I'll give you resources for Solana, but then tomorrow I'll give you some on Tezos. And as I work my way through different chains, I'll share those tips and resources. So yesterday we mentioned, Chibi Apes. I'm going to have to share my screen. So one moment, please. I guess I can keep talking. I don't know. I don't know why I got quiet. Like, sorry about that. Okay. Chibi Apes is like a third generation of something called Chibis. And I don't know if anyone's seen Chibis before. I'm going to show you Chibis first. So, you'll get a rough idea of what they might look like. Okay, let's see here. I oftentimes say, yeah, sure, bet on a project, but bet on people. And for this one, I'm betting on H Bizzle. That's his Discord name. He's also on Twitter, and his name is NFT Sniper Bot. This guy's, he's nuts in a good way. He's just in a really good way. He's very into NFTs, and he got on board with Chibi Labs, who created Chibis. Let me just share my screen. They've had 2 versions of Chibis out already, and tomorrow they will be launching Chibi Apes. They're little 3D characters. Can you see all right, Corey?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I think that these things are really cute. And let's look at the floor here. We have 2.75. Yes, that's very expensive. If you have one of these, it guarantees a mint pass for Chibi Apes. That I think that snapshot may have been taken already, but that's okay because it will be available for regular people as well. And the price is only 0.025. The team is very invested in this project. Can you flip through tabs, or do I have to reshare a different one?
I believe you have to stop and then reshare.
Okay. I'm just going to quickly pop over to their website to show that to you guys. I'm going to be trying to get this myself tomorrow. It may be kind of difficult. If I see the gas is going crazy, then I'll try to pick up on secondary.
Uh-oh. I think Allison will be back. When you're maneuvering these buttons here, believe me, it's not easy. There she is.
I left the stream. Okay, so here we go. I do apologize. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, so this is what the Chibi Apes will look like. And they do have they already own a lot in Sandbox. They're working on a lot in Decentraland, but apparently it's kind of difficult to find good space at this point. And as we all know, it is not cheap. If you are able to hold, to hold a Chibi Ape like the others, the generation 1 and 2, they give you mint pass for apes. Ape will give you a mint pass for what they do next. So this project, they have serious plans, and they're not going away anytime soon. Here's some of the perks. I'm not going to go read everything because, but you'll get a mint pass. There's commercial rights. You'll have an avatar and headshot. You can use the avatar as your profile picture. Hopefully you'll be able to bring them into the metaverse, and 3D printing, which I've been noticing a trend that people are getting interested in 3D printing. And I don't have a 3D printer, but you get these plans, you can take them to someone that does, you can order them. I think that's really cool. Stick it on your desk if you have a kid. Maybe you wouldn't want your children to play with something so expensive. I'm not sure. Everyone's different.
No.
But excuse me. This is a roadmap, but roadmaps are just that. It's a map. I mean,
Is this pretty
Do
cookie
teams
cutter?
always
They're gonna
stick to it?
give like so much to charity. They're gonna buy the floor, that kind of thing.
Yeah, they're going to be creating a DAO and build out Sandbox. I am betting on HBizzle to see this through. A lot of projects will fall flat and they're not going to make it. But I am going to bet on him because I know if you just watch any video or any of his content, you might become a believer as well because he's very passionate about the industry. So there's that project. And then there's another that I want to talk about. And I feel like sometimes I fail you guys on stream because I do bring you projects, but sometimes even myself, I don't find out about them until a little too late. Like this project hasn't gone to mint yet, but it is not going to be easy to get. I do want to share it though because I think it's really awesome. And it's called Moon Boys.
I know Lou is asking what was the mint cost again, and then what time do you think the drop will happen?
0.025, and it mints tomorrow. And the time, let me just check that for you. I'm sorry. I should have been prepared for that. Just one moment.
And you guys make sure to join their Twitter and Discord because that's the best way because things happen. Sometimes they postpone or delay these drops depending on gas prices. So the best thing to do is to be in their Twitter, be in their Discord, and that way if changes happen, you know immediately and you're prepared.
Chibi Apes drops tomorrow at 10 p.m. UTC. I'm not sure what that is Eastern. And the price is 0.025. And then next, okay, so if you think these are cool, wait till you see what I'm going to show you next. I really wish I would have found out about it sooner because the Discord is really the key to getting this one. I don't think there's going to be a public mint anymore. This project, it has gone viral in like 2 weeks. Because they're that cool. It didn't take 2 weeks to make this project, and you will see when I show it to you. But recently, the past couple of weeks with their marketing for the drop, it has gone viral, and there's definitely a reason for it. So let me just have to close the tabs that I'm no longer using so I don't pull up the wrong thing. This is called Moon Boys, and it was supposed to be a smaller collection. But because of the popularity, they now have moved the collection to 11,111 NFTs to try to get more people into the project. So here we go. Okay. So this is minting tomorrow, 8 p.m. CET. There should just be like a time standard.
Time.
This is a mostly Swiss team, so perhaps CET is the time in Sweden. I'm not sure.
You said 8 CET? 8?
Yeah, 8 p.m. Yeah, CET. Okay, so here we go, guys. These are the Moon Boys. They are 3D. They are seriously cool.
So Eastern time, by the way, that's supposed to be 2 p.m., which is weird, but yeah. But double check that on Google, you guys. That's just what I'm pulling up in the moment.
Okay, so Corey, are you able? Let me just.
I can see it. Yeah. Those
okay. Yeah, I wanted to make sure. Yeah, I think these look really awesome, and I'm really excited about them, and I would like to try to get them. It's going to be hard, and this is why I said I feel like I failed you guys. They are really trying to get more people involved. However, they have bumped up the price to 0.1. Now, that is a mint pass. You're going to need a mint pass, and you can get it in their Discord. They have changed everything because, and I'm going to go to their Discord and read what they said, but so based on what happened yesterday.
The mint pass is the 0.1?
Yeah, and that'll get you to 2 Moon Boys. So this has all been done at the last minute to attempt to circumvent what happened, yet a similar situation as what happened with the Sevens yesterday. So we do see teams scrambling at the last minute to try to keep their community in and not allow let me see if they show anymore. Not allow someone to like hijack the contract and write their own contract.
The Sevens
seven
guys, and that I remember we reported that their floor was like 2.2. It was like some ridiculous. That has impacted the floor. So their floor was today at one point in time almost below 1 ETH, even though it's still up there. It still definitely impacted what happened with the project.
Yeah. I'm going to, I probably didn't pull up their Twitter. Okay, so we're going to pop in their Discord now. Guys, this Discord has so many people in it. The Twitter has so many fans. It's going to be really hard, but there's 30,000 people in the Discord now as of this morning.
And they have like 11,000 things. This is going to be another gas war. Yeah.
They had even less, but they're trying to avoid the gas war. So I'm going to read to you. This is what they said. Here's a quick update. I guess last night they tried to make, I should probably share this so everyone can see it. Last night, after this happened, they jumped in their Discord and they tried to work with the community on what are the best options for this project moving forward. How can they avoid a similar situation? And I think it's cool that they took input from the community on like what would the best route forward be. So this is what the community decided. It's actually a little confusing, but just go in the Discord and you will be able to ask questions. They're pretty cool in there, I thought. Okay. Here's a quick update about the decisions we made tonight with the community. Let's start with the issues we're facing. People were setting up, I'm just gonna skim through this. People were setting up bots. They're worried about that. A similar project just got wrecked because of it. Gas fees are gonna be insane on the launch. We are one of the websites with the most traffic on Webflow and one of the most anticipated drops. They want to avoid scammers. So this is what they came up with. The launch will be done with mint passes and whitelisted addresses only, and everyone will have a 24-hour window to mint their Moon Boys. Less gas, no bots, no problems. They'll be selling and giving away more mint passes so they can match the number of Moon Boys. Tonight, they'll be giving away 500 mint passes for the community to get them whitelisted, and 4,155 mint passes will be on sale for 0.25 ETH. 1 mint pass, you can mint 2 Moon Boys for a total of, it'll be 0.1. You can buy up to 5 mint passes per wallet. So like maybe get together with some friends if you're interested in it. I'm going to try tonight. Like I'm going to spend my evening to try to get this. If I can get a mint pass and anyone's interested in this project, I will hop in our server and let you guys know that I was able to get one. And if anyone's interested, there are places that you can do safe trades. There are services now to do a private trades versus like something in OpenSea. So I feel comfortable with that. So if you are in the pre-sale, you will already get the mint pass. Their pre-sale is different. They had qualifications to get the pre-sale, and that is actually a whole separate thing from the mint pass, which is why it's a little confusing. Like I think the pre-sale was supposed to serve as the mint pass, but then the Sevens happened, so now they had to rush and create this other solution quickly. So yeah, try to get in this Discord. These things are so cool. There's even a song. Okay, someone wrote a song. Oh, I didn't share my audio, so you won't be able to hear.
Somebody trying to get in on the pre-sale.
Yeah, let's see. Is it? Yeah, probably Turtle Beach, whoever that is. But a lot of celebrities have about this. There's a lot, some athletes that are into it. Just check it out on Twitter. There's a lot of cool stuff here. This is just a Q&A that keeps showing. Let's see if they have any more. If they have any sneak peeks in here. It doesn't look like they have anything that I can share. They have an Instagram that has thousands of people on it. Some of the people on their team have over 200,000 followers on Instagram. I mean, this is going to be hard, but I'm going to really try. I've given up on things with Gas Wars. This won't have a Gas War, so okay, I'll put some effort into trying to get it.
Yeah, if you can figure out how to get that mint ticket, pre-sales are definitely the way to go. If you can get whitelisted or you can get on the pre-sale, that saves you so much time, effort, and less competition. That, speaking of which, I have to share this story with you guys about trying to get in on a pre-sale. I shared with you all about the freaking the frogs in disguise, maybe 2 nights ago, that I found that was really cool art. They had a great storyline. I mean, they really put a lot of effort into it. I think it's a really great project that's kind of flown under the radar, and I always kind of look for those because there's so much competition with these ones that are pumped to the hype is ridiculous. So I wanted to get in. I've been in the Discord, and in order for you to get listed in the pre-sale, there's a lot of hoops that you're going to have to jump through for some of these projects. You literally have to be in the Discord almost literally. There are people in there who are like missing sleep trying to get this pre-sale. They have
missing
levels.
sleep? Is that you?
Missing sleep. That's not me. I mean, I have gone to bed pretty late because I have been in their Discord till like 2 a.m. And there's a King Ribbit is the one who decides whether or not you get on you get listed for the pre-sale, and or they have these contests, which of course I usually never freaking win. And they have these different levels that you go to. So you're a tongue slapper when you start, then you're a foot soldier, then you're a frog rider. And I made it all the way up to night, guys. So I've made it through like 4 levels, but I still am not pre-sale listed. So I'm like, how much more am I going to be able to take? I love the project. Like I said, it's really cool. I've been tweeting my ass off about this thing, and I never thought NFTs would turn me into this person who literally is like begging to be on a pre-sale list. And this happens with so many projects. So this is crazy because I'm usually very conservative, but I will tell you, if I don't get this, I will never do this again. If I just, I spend more time in that damn Discord than I do with my wife, and it's not even cute anymore. So, yeah.
It's hilarious. I'm sorry. I really hope you get your spot. You worked really hard for it.
You guys check out Frogs in Disguise at Frogs in Disguise on Twitter. Tell them Corey sent you. Maybe it'll help. I don't know.
Okay, the last thing we'll talk about is Solana, NFTs on Solana. And I found an outstanding resource. I have a whole list of them, but again, it's already 9 o'clock, and I know the guys have a chill stream coming up after this, so we don't want to go too much over. But yeah, NFTs are getting really expensive on Ethereum, and even with I just had an alert that Solana is up 5.1% in the last 24 minutes. It's now $211.71. So, yeah, they're rapidly increasing in price on Solana as well. But I mean, $200 versus like $3,500 for one. I'm going to take the 200. So a few places that you can go if you're interested in dipping your feet in the Solana ecosystem, because there's a few places to go for NFTs. I have found a great resource, and it is called, I'm going to put it in the chat right now, howrare.is, and I will also share my screen so you guys can see what it looks like here. Howrare.is. Okay, so that posted, and it lists all the upcoming drops that will be happening on Solana, and it even lists projects that they know about that don't have any date yet for the drop. And last night
So
I
you can
spent
go to the Discord and beg to be put on the pre-sale list. That's
yeah,
impressive.
pretty much. Last night I spent a considerable amount of time in this on the site, like just clicking through all the different projects, and there is a lot of stuff I wouldn't get, but there are some cool things too. So in these prices, like 3 SOL, half a SOL, 1 SOL, even another half a SOL, 0.99. I think a lot of us can probably, I don't want to assume anything, but there's something for everyone's budget on this page. And that's why I wanted to share it with everyone. And you can click, see, as you can see, all of these are clickable links. If I click through one, you won't be able to see what happens, but it takes you directly to the project pages. And one in particular, it's not that the art necessarily was like that mind-blowing, but it's only 1 SOL, and it is created by a 17-year-old. And again, I'm just blown away by these teenagers that are making full collections by themselves, or, you know, with a parent or someone else helping them. I think it's really cool. And that one is called, I don't even see it on here. Oh, great. Okay, I don't see that one on here, so I'm gonna have to look into that and see what's going on. But it is called Little Guy. Wait, and it is 1 SOL to mint this project. And their 3D busts. Art is not bad. It's I would just be, it's called Mini Guys. I'm sorry, not Little Guy, Mini Guys. Yeah, I'm just interested in supporting the 17-year-old artists that put this together themselves. So unfortunately, I can't show it to you because I don't. Okay, moving right along. They have a Twitter. You can check them out on Twitter. I might have that link actually available. Let's see. And while I'm looking for this, I will mention, if you have Amoebits, Amadegen, or Fluff World, today, JDo Hologram tweeted out that you will be able to get whitelisted for one of their 3D jetpacks. So these 3 projects in particular are going to be giving you your avatar to use in the various metaverses, and it can wear this jetpack and then you can fly. Now, I'm not sure exactly how. I know it's so cool. I don't know how that's going to work because every metaverse is different, but I signed up for it. I have a
wouldn't
fluff.
you? It's free.
Yeah.
Man, these
So,
NFTs are going to be like passes to a lot of different things. If you own a Bored Ape, there are like clubs that give you exclusive access to enter them on the West Coast. If you're a Bored Ape owner, there's like events that you'll only be able to get into if you hold a Bored Ape. And I'm sure that a lot of these other projects are going to follow suit. So this is going to really turn into, like you say, community,
yeah.
and a new kind of community.
Okay, so that's the Twitter for the Mini Guys by the 17-year-old, and it's only 1 SOL. So I'm going to be getting one of those to support the guy that made them. And then when I was scrolling through this last night, I like art, as you know. I get a little crazy excited about it sometimes. You may have seen some streams where I was really amped up about various more fine art or performance art type of projects. I stumbled across one, and let's see, it is listed on here, but it's not till next week. This one, Experiment. And yes, this one isn't that cheap, but it is so cool. I'm just going to go straight to the website. I have no idea what it's going to look like. I have no clue at all. I mean, yeah, it gives no indication. It's an experiment, and I want to buy into an experiment. Plus, I think that it's going to do really well. So I'm going to need to stop sharing this page and show you experiment, and then we'll wrap things up. But what's really cool about this is it's like a community project. So it'll be 1,800 NFTs, and everyone gets one. But then the NFTs are going to be like layers to, I have to show you. And it will change based on what the community does with the NFTs. And eventually each NFT becomes more valuable and more valuable and more valuable. That's why I'm willing to get in at 4 to 6 SOL, because no one's doing anything like this. Like, yeah, there are dynamic NFTs. And today, speaking of that, Eternity actually released, there is dropping tomorrow evening. They are going to be having college athletes. That's who was featured in this particular ad, but I'm just going to briefly say that because it's about dynamic NFTs. The NFT itself is going to change based on how the player does in the game. So I don't know if that's stats, like I don't know what it is, but Eternity tweeted that out this evening, like maybe an hour or two ago, and you can look at that for yourself. They're calling it an interactive NFT. Our interactive sports NFTs will change after every game, depending on the player's rating and performance. Drops tomorrow, September 9th at 5 p.m. And then there's a video explaining all the details about it. So if you wanted to check that out, but I like things like that. I've also mentioned that I liked the dynamic NFT that Coinartist did, that it was like a puzzle and it was in an auction at Christie's. That thing changed based on how people playing the game that went along with that NFT. It changed based on what the players were doing in the game at that time. I'm really into stuff like that. Okay, so for Experiment is a collection of frames from a generative art animation. Each frame will mint as an NFT. The collectors can then merge the frames into a single video NFT. The rarity is then defined by how many frames were merged into each single NFT. Each merge makes all the remaining NFTs more and more valuable until there is only a one-on-one extremely rare NFT. So I'm really into this concept. You cannot do anything on this webpage, but I need to reload it. Okay, I want to share it with you because maybe what it does gives you an idea of how it could work.
There's so much innovation in the space right now. People are doing
for sure,
pretty incredible things.
Okay, so here we go. Okay, so it might not look like it's doing anything, but if you watch, like something is actually happening here with this red. Then the red becomes like more and more intense. Yeah, so maybe that's giving us like some sort of idea of what's going to happen or like how it will function. Like people will just keep putting the different frames on top of each other until, like, as you can see, the red is getting brighter until something like that happens. I don't know. I'm taking a risk on this one. I think it's going to be very popular, so it might be.
You said that was going for 6 SOL.
Well, it does 4 to 6, like between 4 to 6. So it drops September 13th, price 4 to 6 SOL, and there's different phases. Oh, okay. Phase 1 is 4, phase 2 is 5, and phase 3 is 6 SOL. So I guess they're not going to all be sold at one time. That's the impression that I'm getting. Because if I have to spend, I'm terrible with math. So if I have to spend like 13 SOL, I'm not going to get that. Like, that's like a substantial amount of money.
You're saying like SOL is $200, 10 of them are going to be 2,000. So
I'm not doing that,
but you're not paying the gas fees, so that's something.
Yeah, I mean, there's that. Like, no gas.
No gas.
But yes, I am going to try to get this. I don't know if anyone is interested in this. I stumble across projects like this all the time. So, do you want to see like us talk about more projects like this, or do you want to just stick to PFPs, sports, that sort of thing, games?
Yeah, you guys go ahead and follow Allison on Twitter so you can let her know what you'd like to see her talk about in the NFT space. And after this live stream, I believe it's going to be an hour after, like 10 p.m. Please stay with us, or come back, get your snacks, come on back. There will be a chill and crypto stream live with our own Grant Maddock, and I promise you that it will be interesting. What is that noise?
I'm sorry, that's my
That's you?
dog. He's playing with a shoe toy. Like, that's not me. What?
I thought that was a squeaky toy. I'm like, is there a baby?
I'm
But
so
it's all
sorry.
good.
Yeah.
No worries. But yeah, check out that live and chill stream with Grant. There will be some great conversation on many, many topics, guys. And again, join us on Twitter, join us on Discord, and we will see you on the next episode of Around the Clock tomorrow night at 8 p.m. as per usual. Please like, share, and subscribe. Have a great night, guys.
Bye, guys.